Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. For some of you that were lucky enough to see my speech a few weeks ago, who saw it? You saw it.
Which one?
The flea market speech. I talked about flea markets, estate sales. It was really one of the best speeches I thought I ever did here at Toastmasters. I told Anne how she could find paintings. She collects paintings. I told her how she could find paintings worth $1,000 for $50. I told some of you how I found valuable sterling silver at flea markets and Salvation Armies. After my speech, Tim, he told me I used the U, and I did this right, I did that right. Maz, one of our guests, after my speech, he came up to me and said, "What flea market did you go to? Where can I find this stuff? I think that's great. I really want to get into it." I really thought I was just firing on all cylinders. I also talked about estate sales, different ways to find bargains. I felt that I really enlightened all the people in the room. And that night, when I went home, it was almost like I didn't have to walk. I just floated home. And I was thinking, some of my speeches, as Tim said earlier, I make political speeches. Sometimes I put them on my Facebook page because I have a lot of Facebook friends involved in politics. And I couldn't wait for this speech to put it maybe on my Facebook page. Maybe I would be the Tom Robbins of flea markets and estate sales. The next morning when I got up, I was ready. I was hoping my speech would be ready at the Extreme Toastmasters site. And I got a simple email from Tim, and it said, "Due to technical difficulties, the videos, there are no videos for the meeting." And I sat in my bed when I got up in the morning. I sat there and I was stunned reading the email. I didn't blame anyone because I know these things happen. But at the same time, everything I thought about the speech and what it would do for my career, maybe it would even go viral, I don't know. My hopes were unlimited for this speech. But after an hour or so, I got over it. I figured, well, it was just a speech. And the more I started thinking about speeches, I started thinking about what makes a speech great. When you think of the great ones like FDR, where some of you remember he said, "There is nothing to fear but fear itself." Or maybe Donald Trump, when he's giving a speech in Kentucky in front of the truck pull, in front of 50,000 people. What does he say that gets those people so wild and crazy? And what I really thought was, for a really great speech, it's not something that you can capture on video or on audio. It's almost something that has to be there in the moment. What about Abraham Lincoln? The Gettysburg Address, considered one of the best speeches of all time. I believe it's only 200 minutes, yet no one saw him say this speech. No one alive has ever heard it. It's just a mere 200 words long, yet it's considered one of the best speeches. So that day, as I got my thoughts together, and I thought, well, all is not lost. Because what makes a great speech is really being in the moment, connecting with everyone in the audience. Many people, when they give speeches, whether politicians or Tim Wilson, maybe they think, how is it going to change my life? How many people are going to be affected? But really what I think makes a great speech, like I said, is just being in the moment and not worrying about what's going to happen afterwards. Just connecting with the chemistry of the people in the audience. So in closing, friends, the next time you get up here and you want to give a great speech, like an Abe Lincoln, like a Tim Wilson, like a Donald J. Trump, think about some of the things I said. But always remember to be in the moment. Thank you.